KOR Sports right here with Mick Conlan. Tell me, man, you're drenched out here, and I know it's not just because of the heat, man. I know you're putting in a lot of work. Yeah, September 22nd, number 4 coming around. Tell me about it.
Number 4 coming around the corner now. I'm unsure of him fighting, but I think it's an undefeated prospect. So 3-0 guy. It hasn't been announced yet, but I'm near sure that's my opponent. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm training hard. I'm sparring very well at the minute. You know, we've got a lot of tough sparring in, and it's going well.
Tell me, when you face an undefeated fighter such as yourself, I've heard from other undefeated guys, it's hard to convince an undefeated fighter to lose because they've never lost before, right? Do you sense that difference when you face guys like that?
Well, I haven't faced one yet. This will be my first undefeated opponent, so, you know, I'm sure it will be. I would believe that myself. You know, someone coming, they don't want to lose. They haven't lost yet, so you know they're not going to be getting there and lie down. So they're going to come to win, which is good for me because I feel my first few opponents here have just tried to survive, and it's been kind of hard to look good against because they just run the whole time. So I'm looking forward to this one. They go in there and put a performance on.
When at this stage of your career, obviously you're a decorated amateur, you've been to the Olympics twice, but obviously as a pro, you know, you're, especially with Top Rank, they really want to kind of groom you to see different styles, kind of see different guys, stuff like that. And I get the sense talking to kind of younger prospects like yourself that you guys really want to kind of like give me a guy who's going to like stay there with me, kind of, you know, like give me some rounds, kind of things like that. Do you kind of have that?
Definitely, you want someone who's going to try to test you, and you know, I feel this next guy will be for me. You know, the guys I've had have been looking at them when I get in the ring, and we've been watching videos of them, and they look like they're going to come and fight, and they get into the ring and they just run. So it's been a bit annoying at the same time, but I feel this one's going to be different. The guy's going to come to win. He's undefeated. He's not going to want to lose, but I feel when he gets in there with me, it could change.
Once they feel that Celtic power, bro, they don't want to stick around too much. Speaking of that, obviously the big fight was this weekend, Conor versus Floyd. What were your thoughts on it, man?
I think he's done a lot better than a lot of people thought. I don't think he was a loser, to be honest. I think he got... I give him the first 3 rounds, and then it was hard to give him one after because Floyd was just putting the work in then and doing a lot more work, and Conor was kind of clinching an awful lot. So, you know, I feel that he done very well, and I was impressed.
What did you think? I saw, I believe 2 of the scorecards had Conor only winning 1 round or something.
I don't understand that. Yeah. Maybe it's just people that maybe judges don't like boxing or something, but or don't like MMA fighters. But I give him easily the first 3 rounds, definitely. Could he argue for the 4th?
Right. Yeah.
But you know, I feel that he definitely won the first 3.
It was one of those fights where I think kind of a lot of boxing purists kind of had a lot of, you know, bad things to say about it or whatever, but the fight itself, I don't feel it let down anybody. I mean, obviously, like, Conor fans were disappointed that he lost, but it was a competitive fight. Like you said, he did very well, better than expected, and Floyd actually kind of was aggressive and closed the show like he said he would. So I feel kind of it was not the kind of black eye to boxing that a lot of people were saying it was. I feel like it kind of garnered momentum to kind of obviously the big fight coming in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think so. You know, I don't think no one lost. You know, Floyd didn't lose, Conor didn't lose, the public didn't lose. Everybody was entertained, everybody was happy. No one was going, it's a farce. A bigger farce for me was Canelo Chavez Jr. You know, that fight now, I was at it and I was like, why am I even here? I wouldn't even watch this on TV. It was terrible. You know, and that's the truth. I didn't enjoy that one at all, but I enjoyed Conor's one.
Yeah.
And I think anybody who watched it enjoyed it because it was kind of someone getting into the unknown and doing something they haven't done before, and you know, people watching it had never seen it before, so they wanted to see it, and it didn't let anybody down.
I know you're friends with Conor. Did you talk to him at all? Have you sent any message to him? Have you?
No, I haven't spoken to him since. No, I think he's just out partying, going crazy. You know, spending that 100 million.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me, it came out today. I believe it did 6.5 million views. I believe I saw something.
Unbelievable,
like
unbelievable. He's making more than 100 million then.
I believe once everything with that number, I believe he should be.
Well, definitely, I think they were talking 135 or something they were saying now.
That's incredible.
The guy making his pro debut,
Exactly.
making more money than anybody else but Floyd has made.
It's insane. Yeah.
What smart business?
Oh, for sure.
Smart business.
Yeah, definitely. What do you see next for him as far as, do you see him actually fighting again? Do you think?
In boxing, very unlikely. But there is always the Paul Mananashi fight. You know, if it makes sense, if it makes enough money, I think he would do it. But if it doesn't make sense, he won't do it. There's no point.
So do you see him actually still fighting, go as far as UFC? Do you think he's still?
Oh, 100%. I think so. If I was him, I would retire. He says he wanted when he started the sport, get in, make as much money as he can early, and get out. So he's done that. Now he should get out. If he's serious about what he said, he should get out now.
No, there wouldn't be a better time than now, for sure.
Yeah.
So just kind of quickly looking ahead, September 16th, Canelo Triple G. What do you think about that fight? How does that play out?
I think it's a very competitive fight with Triple G winning by KO. I think his power is just on another level, and I don't see Canelo running as much as Jacobs ran and trying to box him. I think he would stand in the pocket a bit more, but you never know with boxing, so I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. I know I'm not an expert because every time I say something else happens. But I have a feeling that Triple G's going to win by KO.
Do you feel that their sparring 5-6 years ago, does that play at all?
Irrelevant. If anything, if Triple G got the better of the sparring, like I remember when I was an amateur, when I was really young, the guy got the better of me in sparring, and then I fought him and I destroyed him. Like I was only a kid and he beat the shit out of me, like, and it was like a bad beating. And then I fought him like the year after in championships, national championships, and I destroyed him. So, you know, it works that way at the same time. But I don't think it is relevant at all to the fight. It was in the past. Canelo was obviously improved. Triple G's obviously improved. People could say Triple G's on the slide of his last performances, but I don't think he's on the slide. I think he's just patiently waiting.
September 22nd, fighting again. Tell the fans where they could watch it, where they could follow you, all that.
You can watch it on ESPN. I'll be one of the TV fights, so you can watch it there. And follow me at Conlan 11 on everything.
Awesome. Thanks, you, Mick. Appreciate your time, guys, as always.